All right, welcome to day 2, dogs taking down terrorists and bad guys. Today we're going to open with a clip about military dogs, which is something I'm curious about. How do they train dogs to get battle ready, and what kind of work do they do to serve and protect us as working military heroes? And so we're going to watch that clip, and then we're going to go back to dog versus terrorists and just finish our article on police dogs. And you just have 2 sections left, and the rest of the time will be yours to finish your reading guide and submit. So I invite you to go ahead and open our document that we've been using, Dogs versus Terrorists, Anticipation and Reading Guide. And what you do when it's open is you'll scroll down until you find Tuesday. So yesterday we worked with our first 3 sections, dogs on patrol, why they're fierce and intimidating. We found awesome action verbs, the roles they play with the New York City Police Department, and how they're just made to be these natural super soldiers, and the incredible acuity that they have with their ability to scent. And then we got into a little bit about how the cop dog training and their relationship. And so that's where a lot of our work will be today. So open that up and you'll find Tuesday. And we're going to start with a clip on military dogs. And I'll meet you in a second. So I will pause, find this document, scroll till you get to Tuesday. Awesome. So this is informational viewing and responding. So, what are the 3 main duties that military dogs perform today? What do they do? Like, why do we recruit these dogs as soldiers? What do they do for the military? And the second one is the narrator claims that preparing dogs for military work is intense. It's a lot. What evidence supports that? How do we know this is just this huge undertaking on investment and ordeal? And finally, unbreakable bonds. Why do you think the bonds between the handler and the dog is just so strong? Okay, so we'll enjoy this clip. The duties they perform, so they kind of go in order. Here we go.
For almost as long as people have been going to war, dogs have been going to war with them. They guarded ancient Roman armies. They stood alongside generals in the Revolutionary War. And during World War I, they carried water to injured soldiers. But it wasn't until World War II that dogs became an official part of the military in the United States. In fact, many Americans actually volunteered their pets to help in the war effort, even though there was no guarantee they would be returned safe and sound. The military received about 40,000 dogs. 10,000 of those were sent to battle. When the dogs first arrived on the front lines in 1944, many soldiers laughed. How are a bunch of adorable doggies going to protect them? They found out right away. The dogs' powerful ears and noses made them perfect for protecting camps from enemy fighters. Pretty soon, soldiers couldn't imagine military life without them. Today, the U.S. has more than 2,500 war dogs in service around the world. These dogs, known officially as military working dogs, are elite soldiers. They wear top-notch protective gear that costs thousands of dollars. When injured, they are flown to the hospital in helicopters, and they get life-saving surgery if they need it. Military dog handlers, that is, the soldiers who control the dogs, will often say that they love and respect their dogs as they do their fellow comrades. The most common breeds are German Shepherds and Belgian Malinois, which are strong and smart, and Labrador Retrievers, which are sweet and easy to train. Today, these dogs carry out all sorts of duties. Patrol dogs alert their handlers to enemy intruders. Detection dogs sniff out bombs or drugs. And then there are tracking dogs, who can find anyone by following their smell through the air.
All right, I'll pause there.
But no dog is born ready to be a soldier. That takes a lot of.
And you can get the 3 main duties that they perform. We know some of them already from our article. Patrol, detection, what was the last one? Okay, so number 1, the duties they perform. Okay, and we will continue on
All doggy recruits go through a 3 to 4 month training course at the Department of Defense Military Working Dog School, the biggest dog academy in the world. As with other dog schools, the students are taught obedience first. They learn how to sniff out at least 8 different kinds of explosives. They practice biting bad guys. They run through obstacle courses with tunnels, stairs, and jumps to prepare them for difficult environments they might encounter during a mission. When the dogs get something right, their reward is lots of praise from their handlers and playtime with their favorite toy. The price of all this training is not cheap, between $20,000 and $40,000 to train just one dog. That might seem like a lot, but consider this. According to some estimates, each military working dog can save as many as 1,800 human lives over the course of its career. The dogs also boost morale. They may be highly trained bomb-sniffing machines, but in many ways they're just like other dogs. They're always happy to see you. They listen to your problems without judging. Studies show that even just touching a dog can help lower stress levels. Military dogs provide comfort to soldiers in some of the worst situations in the world. Dogs and their handlers spend almost 24 hours a day together, and it's not surprising that unbreakable bonds form between them.
All right, so good. And so it takes a lot of work. It's a huge investment. So put some things down there for number 2. How much does it cost to invest into a military dog? So $20,000 to $40,000, but so worth it because one of these dogs can save 1,800 lives, and it's intense. A 3 to 4 month training at an elite academy. And then go ahead and put your own idea for number 3. Why do you think these unbreakable bonds form between the dogs and their handlers? So I'll pause for just a second before we return to our article, and I'll meet you right there. Okay, and as we finish the article, you're going to read section 4 and section 5, and I only have 2 questions for you. So in section 4, a unique bond. How do dogs show they're eager? And then it's like, put me in, coach, put me in, coach. They hate being caged. They hate being taken off the job. They hate being made to rest. How do you see that intensity and that joy and that love for the work they do? And then finally, they are ready. Do you think cities should invest in canine units as part of their law enforcement team? It's extra added expense, but is it worth it? So why or why not? And so we're going back to the article, and we already read a unique bond. We read up to a unique bond yesterday. So that's where we're going to start. So start right here, a unique bond. If you need a page number for reference, it's page 8. And it's this picture and caption here of the handler and the dog charging him. A lot of handlers have had their arms broken in these training exercises. So start here with a unique bond, and you'll read through the rest. It's not much. They are ready. Okay. When you're finished, just go through and make sure that your whole document is complete, and the questions are broken up by section, and so it's very easy to guide you along. So thanks for this work on this reading guide, and when you're all finished, please submit. All right. Thanks for your work today and in joining us on this unit. Up next, tomorrow you're going to be learning about a really cool dog in Traverse City that works at an airport and it's famous, made national news, Piper. And then later in the week, we're going to learn about search and rescue dogs and a dog that saved a couple of teens. So I look forward to your responses on dogs versus terrorists.